What's going on? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the opera on you niggas. Wake y'all butts up. The Wnba playoffs game one's Seatbelt edition. What up, Abyss Void Chaos? The Seatbelt edition. Won't she do it? What's up, FKK? Cheyenne, salute. Oh, you like it, huh? Yeah, gotta represent. Oh, yeah. Pompano Beach, state of Florida in the house. All right. Man, listen, that's why I mess with FKK, man. Because he right. Now we getting all these excuses. Man, take off that Ravens jersey. I'm not supporting the Ravens. I'm supporting Lamar because he's from Florida. He's from Pompano Beach. Pompano Beach, Florida. So no, I will not take off. If I could just get me a Lamar, I'm trying to get my brother to make me a Lamar shirt because I don't like the Ravens. I hate the Ravens. The Ravens are a trash organization. I just like Lamar because Lamar from the crib. I've been watching Lamar since high school. I watched Lamar since he was Pompano. So Arthur, I agree with you. I hate the Ravens. I love Lamar, though. Lamar, my guy. He from the crib. So I got to represent. I got to represent him. You know, I got to represent everybody from the crib. No, respect to you, sir. I respect you. What's up, John? Oh, nothing much, man. Chilling. Yeah, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Seatbelt edition. Now, the first game, New York Liberty, they played the Atlanta Dream. I told everybody this series was going to go 2-0, and I was right. But the person who went off is like I told everybody. The New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx are the two teams where their star players really don't have to go off during the game. Bitch came in and just did her job. She was hitting big threes. She played some incredible defense. Her defense on Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard was just incredible. Ryan Howard got taken out the game completely. She could never get in a rhythm. Tina Charles tried to bang down low, couldn't get it done. You know, Tina Charles was pushed around. Jonquel Jones played like a big woman. Finally, she played in the post. She dominated down there. Lainey Hamilton, Bitch, just took over the game. Sabrina, she did a little bit, but she didn't have to do too much. But what they did was they brought Van Sloot off the bench, which was a very good move by the New York coach. The New York coach, of course, won a championship, I believe, with the Mercury, and Diana and them. I'm not sure. But she knows what she's doing. She made some great adjustments. Their bench came in, did their job. The Atlanta Dream just couldn't get comfortable. Every time they would try to get close, they would just extend the lead until it got to the third quarter. It was a blowout. The Atlanta Dream problem is that Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard, whose team is it? You would think it's Ryan Howard because of her talent and because of her expressive attitude. Not saying attitude being bad, just saying that she has an expressive way to show herself and to talk or to her voice is louder. Alicia is a I do it all for the team player. And sometimes a lot of people want Alicia to say, F it, step up. Because the reason that Atlanta's in the playoffs is because of the play of Alicia Gray, Jordan Canada, Ryan Howard added to it, but sometimes Ryan Howard will go off. But then you have Naz Hillman. Naz Hillman did her thing. But in this game, they just couldn't stop New York. Phoebus just shot him out the game, and she dominated the game. And you know, that's why I said it would be 2-0. I just didn't see Atlanta Dream supporting cast being able to stop the New York Liberty supporting cast. So this series is going to be done Tuesday. The next game you had the Connecticut Sun against the Indiana Fever. This was a game where I knew the refs were going to get involved. The refs did get involved to try to help the Sun out. It's just that the Connecticut Sun, they did something that I did not expect them to do. They put 36-year-old Dewana Bonner on Caitlin Clark, and they put Dejanay Carrington on Kelsey Mitchell. They frustrated them two so much, dog. The game was just, it was just like they frustrated them to the point where you had CC throwing cheap shots, throwing little fist out there, slapping the other opponent, going to the bench, hitting the damn bench with her fist. It was childish. It's like, I told y'all, this girl always does this, but this is y'all favorite player, so whatever. She was getting Seatbelt. She was getting the Seatbelt edition by Dewana Bonner. Dewana Bonner, and of course, not only Dewana Bonner, you had Dejanay doing their thing on the perimeter. They held it down. Dewana Bonner got going early, and I've said this time after time. If Dewana Bonner gets the game going and she gets them buckets, whether it's a layup or a mid-range shot, Dewana Bonner scoring trickles down to the team. Now you don't have to depend on Mabry, Ty Harris, and all of these people. Alyssa Thomas, shout out to Alyssa Thomas. Her shot, she was hitting them things. She was hitting it. She controlled the pace of the game. Every time Indiana tried to want to run, Alyssa Thomas just slowed the game down. But if they wanted to run, Alyssa said, boom, we can run with you too. Now, Ty Harris got hurt. I don't know how that's going to help them. I mean, we'll see how that'll affect them, because Ty Harris' defense on Caitlin as well was beautiful. Her ability to switch on different players on the perimeter is very key, and she knew how to control the pace of the game along with Alyssa Thomas. You got 2 point guards out there. You know, sometimes you only have one, but you got two out there between Alyssa Thomas and Ty Harris. Her going down, I thought that would hurt them, and it didn't. The bench for them, Odota put them to bed with the mid-range shots in the third quarter. Every time the Fever were trying to get back close, Odota just bang, kept hitting the mid-range. Dantes, man, tried to get him back in the game for Indiana. Dantes was hitting them threes. Aaliyah Boston was doing well, but Caitlin wouldn't get her the ball in certain situations. Caitlin came down the court and just jacked up a three, and it was like, why don't you just throw it to Aaliyah Boston? But this is what I've been telling you guys about Caitlin Clark. She's been playing this way since high school. And I know it looks popular and fun because y'all think she's a Steph Curry when she's not. I understand y'all like that brand of basketball. I call it bad basketball. You know, even though she hits it at a high clip, but it's not a good shot. And she kept jacking them up when she was missing instead of moving the ball. Christy Sides couldn't take her out because the organization, including the fans, would have cussed her out. So she's the money. You don't take her out. You don't take her out or sit her down. You just don't do it. But the Dejanay's Carrington on Kelsey really helped. And then, of course, Mabry came off the bench. I believe somebody bumped into her on the Fever. Mabry just lost it and just start hitting three after three, extending. They already was up by 15 or 20. she just kept shooting and added some more to it. It was like, wow, everyone's trying to say Mabry went off to save them. I'm like, no, she didn't. They were already up by like 15 or almost 20. Like, what are y'all talking about? So, you know, people want to protect and make these excuses. Caitlyn got poked in the eye barely. It was nothing. They trying to come up with these excuses. Now her boyfriend's coming out saying she was sick. All of this stuff, she's not sick. Okay, I keep trying to tell you, there's nothing wrong with Caitlyn. Caitlyn just went through having a bad first playoff game. That's it. That doesn't mean she won't come out the next game and ball out. We got to stop making excuses for these players. And this is why nobody likes her ass. Nobody likes her because of that, her fans. You guys with the BS. Yeah, I got to get his jersey too, MDT. Yeah, that's what I was talking about now, John. What's up, Montrese? Yeah, she pushed her out of bounds. Carrington kind of flopped, but it is what it is. What's up, my brother, Brooklyn 80s baby? What's up, Simply Ball Dropping? Yeah, I'm from Florida. Lamar's from Pompano Beach. That's the only reason why I got the jersey. I hate the Ravens. I just got the jersey because I'm representing my guy from the crib. I gotta get a Zay Flowers, and I gotta get a Hopkins jersey. Like, I always get jerseys of those from Florida, from the house. That's the thing we do. No, I didn't see it yet. I gotta watch it, Abyss. Yeah, they crashing out on the internet about a foul. Like, it's like I don't understand it. Like, she barely touched her. Like, what's up, Stevie? Oh, that's bet. I was on my live still. I was on there till 9 hours. That's how you feel? Oh, Fat Whitlock crying? Okay. No, they lost the game because the defense was way too much for her. They shut her down. The bench, Dantas tried, Timmy Fagbenley tried, but Adota, Alyssa, and Brianna Jones kept them from getting to the paint. Now, everybody keeps saying Caitlyn needed to drive. Caitlyn tried to drive, but she couldn't. DeWanna Bonner is like 6'4", 6'5", or 6'6", with a long wingspan. She tried to drive, but somebody was right there to meet her when she got to the hole. What CC should have done was move the ball. She should have passed the ball. She should have ran off the screen. Their biggest issue was they didn't play Nalissa Smith enough. And I heard that dude, Brogad, on your stuff, Brogad, if you're listening to this, Nalissa barely played. Yeah, she did bad early on. She did bad early on, but guess what? She could have still helped you on the boards. You don't leave Nalissa Smith on the bench for the whole game. She's your best rebounder. She's your best rebounder out of all the women, and that's what killed y'all, was rebounding and defense. Nalissa would have been able to help Aaliyah down low more than Fagbenley and Dantas. Dantas is more of a stretch four. Oh, man, she was cooking her. Explain how she had a black eye. She barely got touched. Yeah, she got a black eye from it. Like, it hit her. It's a barely touch, bro. Like, it's basketball. There's plenty of players who got black eyes in the league. You must have started watching basketball. But Jewel Lloyd got hit in her eye, and her whole eye was shut. And she still played and dropped 35 on the Indiana Fever. But I know you don't watch the WNBA. You only watch Caitlyn. But there's plenty of players around the league who got hit in their face barely. They ended up with a black eye. So if you don't like this sport, then you need to go watch tiddlywinks or tennis. In tennis, they don't get hit in their eye like that. So I understand. Yeah, he did. What's up? Yeah, Bonner was lighting their ass up. Yeah, that's why they lost the game. If Bonner initiates the offense and she gets the points on the board, their team plays better. This is what I said about Bonner during the season. If y'all seen my videos, if Bonner doesn't go off or get her buckets early to get the team rolling, Connecticut's going to lose because she's their best scorer. Mabry's their best shooter, but she's not a great scorer. Bonner is their best scorer. If Bonner gets the game going like that, it's easier for other people to step in. Brianna Jones was getting shut down by Aaliyah Boston. So that's cool. But on the other end, Brianna Jones made it tough. Even though Aaliyah was making her shots, her and Alyssa Thomas made it tough for her. Dantas came in the game, changed everything because she was able to shoot the threes and stretch the paint out where you had to watch her from the three. So now you have Hole and them could backdoor cut to the basket, but Connecticut knew how to shut that down. Dantas, they gave her a little space, but they let her try to take them shots. They didn't start messing with her until later when they brought in Adota. Adota came out there and was able to get up in her face and was able to negate a lot of her shots. You had Carrington disrupting. Carrington had to chase down block, which just changed the game. Yeah, facts. Yeah. What's up, Prince, man? Make sure y'all go follow Simply Ball Dropping with Cashapp and I Am Zoe Media with Prince and MDT Sports. Exactly, Miss Goody Two Shoes. I got hit in my eye playing football. Somebody poked me in the eye and I had a black eye and shit, but it went away after a day or two. Like it's nothing. Jewel Lloyd had her whole eye closed and she still dropped 35 in the game. So what are we talking about? And then if you didn't look at the other end, she smacked Carrington or whoever on the other end in the face before her eye got hit. Then she pushed Carrington down in the post. So it's like, y'all can't have it both ways. Y'all can't defend her when she gets hit, but then when she does it to somebody else, y'all can't make an excuse. Like, come on, like we gotta grow up. Yeah, Natasha dropped 33. Yeah, I'm finna get into that game. Thanks, Rare Rock. Rare Rock basically segued me into the next game. This game was a blowout. This game was done. I thought the Minnesota Lynx told everybody we are on notice. We're letting everybody in the playoffs know y'all cannot beat us. We are the best. And then Kai Copper, Diana, and Natasha went the hell off. It was crazy. After the first half, they went off. I don't know what was said in the locker room. Diana Taurasi dropped 5 threes in a row. We were watching the old Diana Taurasi. I was like, oh shit. Diana going off. Natasha Cloud going off. Kai Copper playing defense, getting some strips. BG holding the paint down. Then the second runner-up in MVP, Nafisa Collier, the second best player on the planet, put all that shit to bed in the fourth quarter. Nafisa started going to work. Fade away, post, fake, back leg, wet, just going under the legs. I was like, oh my God. Nafisa putting them to sleep. And then Carlton, number 6, bang, did a Rex Chapman impersonation. from the corner, put them to bed. That was a great game last night. That game was great, and I don't believe Phoenix is done. Even though Minnesota won that game, Phoenix woke up. Phoenix woke up. And this is dangerous for Minnesota. Minnesota's in trouble. If Phoenix comes out hot and they have that momentum from that game, this game is going 3 games. It's going 3 games. If Phoenix comes out with that same energy. Well, Dan Deb, they do rebound well. NaLyssa Smith rebounds. For some reason, NaLyssa Smith and Christy Sides don't get along. And also, I believe, I'm going to put it on the Patreon. I'm not going to say it here, but I'm going to put it on the Patreon, why NaLyssa Smith is falling out with the Indiana Fever. And it's not nothing to really do with DiJonai. Some of that's a part of it, but it's something else. What's up, Many Good Two Shoes? I agree. It doesn't really take much. Hit her in the eye or face, chip, tooth, sprain fingers. Exactly, Brooklyn. A couple of my fingers are messed up. My knee, I tore 2/3 of my knee. I was 1 away from a Willis McGahee, bro. 1 away from a Willis McGahee, and I walked off the field. Like, I walked off the field normal, and they told me, like, shit, like, you shouldn't be walking right now, but I was walking. So everybody's different, bro. Like, it's sports. People are going to get hit in the eye. People are going to get hit in the face. If you guys can't take your favorite superstar, woman or man, white or black, getting hit in their face accidentally, you need to watch something else because you're going to drive yourself insane. I don't know if they sweep, but they could. We'll see. Ty Harris got hurt. That's really going to hurt them, Miss Goody Two Shoes. Camilla Cardoso's Bill Lambier, Rodman. I agree, Stevie Johnson. They're going to be just like the Detroit Pistons. Oh, Brooklyn. I already know. I did a whole video on it, but nobody talks about it. It's okay for her to flagrant foul somebody and not get a call, but DiJonai accidentally hit her in the eye. We got to get rid of DiJonai. I got Minnesota. I got Minnesota winning the series, Andre, but I don't know, dog. Phoenix came back. That momentum could swing. It could swing. Yeah, Stevie Johnson, that's what she do, bro. She's not called the White Mamba for nothing. Like, that's the real White Mamba, not that bum-ass Scalabrini from Boston. The Connecticut Fever series over. I hope it is, but we'll see. I mean, we're going to see what Christy Sides do. She's known to make a little bit of adjustments. Oh, Zoe Media is everybody guy. He's everybody guy. But the Minnesota Lynx better be careful because this could turn into a series because Phoenix came back. They were down almost 20. And all of a sudden, Diana and Kai and Natasha, they just went off. And then Celeste Taylor's defense, this is why I felt like the Sky should have picked up Celeste Taylor. Celeste Taylor would have been beautiful to grab because she would have helped that team play defense. I mean, I don't know, John. Look, I'm done with narratives, bro. I'm just keeping it basketball. I don't care no more. It's too many narratives. Brooklyn is just a CC hater. I don't know if Brooklyn's a CC hater. I just know Brooklyn doesn't like her game. I don't hate CC. I just don't like her style of basketball. But that doesn't mean she's not a phenomenal player. She's a very good player, and she's only going to get better. But, you know, I don't like her game. I think her game is very elementary. That's just me. Yeah, B. Will, exactly. They didn't have success and Tosh took it on. Yeah, exactly. Tasha turned it around. 33 points, 10 assists. Tasha's been stepping up all year. Look, this is what I'm saying, B. Will. If Tasha come out hot with DT, Kai, all of them, all of a sudden get on a roll, we could have a series, bro. This could go to 3 games. I don't hate CC, I hate her game. Right, that's what I just said. I'm going back and forth with some on Twitter, but no, don't do that, man. Come on, stop. Don't. People on Twitter gonna have in their mind what they feel it is. Now, this was the game of the night. The Seattle Storm were whooping up on the Las Vegas Aces. This was a battle. The Storm took the lead. Like, it was looking like, oh man, the Storm might steal game 1. I thought the Storm was going to steal game 1. Gabby Williams was hitting clutch slots. Skylar was going off. Jewel Lloyd, she hit her shots here and there, but Jewel Lloyd was hitting the shots when it mattered. Nneka was hitting the elbow threes. Man, they were giving the business to them. And then what happened? Like I knew it would happen. Tiffany Hayes came in and changed the whole game. Tiffany Hayes' aggressiveness, her tenacity got them back in the game, along with Chelsea Gray hitting some big shots, just turned the game around. This is what I told you. Even though the Liberty and the Lynx have the deepest teams, Tiffany Harris, I would take her over all of their bench players. And I love Phoebich for the Liberty. I love Hamilton, Laney Hamilton. I love Thornton. I love Burke. I love Baby Sabali. I love the Lynx with Big Z, Heidemann. I like their bench. Elena Smith coming in. Sometimes she's started. She'll come off the bench. But, dog, Tiffany Hayes is a mother effing problem. I don't know what it is. Her and Skylar been having beef since Skylar was at Notre Dame. Tiffany was at UConn. They don't like each other. They don't like each other. And then in the fourth quarter, they held the Seattle Storm to 2 points. Shout out to Gabby and Jordan Hoyster. Jordan Hoyston almost single-handedly put them on her back. But in the fourth quarter, the Las Vegas Aces showed the heart of a champion. The heart of a champion, and they shut them down. The Storm only scored 2 points. Like I told you guys, I got the Aces in 2. I told y'all, the Aces, for some reason, the game will look like it's not them, but they're really playing with you. It's like an old predator. Like him or she been out there all day. They done got all this food, and then they see something they like, they toy with you, they play with you. But at the end of the day, you're still on you're on their string. They're pulling you by a string. They're still moving you along this pace, and then they just bite your head off. And that's what the Aces did. That's what the Aces did. Back-to-back 30 and 10 in the playoffs. I think she could do it. Yep. CC did her best James Harden impersonation. Nah, she ain't choked like James Harden. Her problem was she just couldn't hit a shot. People have their right to their own opinions on what happened. Yeah, Damian, that's fine. If you feel like it was dirty, whatever, I don't feel it's dirty. I've been watching basketball since the late 80s, bro. I've seen that happen all the time, whether it's women's or men playing ball. I don't know. I just don't get it. I mean, that's how you feel, cool. Who do you think can be the Chicago Sky's Mark Aguirre? Let me come back to that. Oh, the point guard and Tiff they went off. Like, Tiff went off. It was like incredible. And then Tiff went by the whole Seattle Storm. The Seattle Storm was walking to their bench, and then she went like this to him, like this. She started doing this to him like, what? Like what? We own y'all. Oh man, if they meet in the finals, I'm booking it. Well, B Will, this is why I don't want Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum is very streaky. I don't like streaky players. This is why I was saying to Bro God is that I don't want her on the team because if she's missing shots, she can facilitate, but she's not to the level of a Cloud or Courtney Williams or any of that. HD, do you watch UFC? Sometimes, but I haven't watched it lately because I'm busy. B Will watches it though. Is Tasha Harris going to be a free agent in the all season? I don't know. I got to look that up. Maybe Brooklyn will look that up for us. I don't know if she will be. But if she is a free agent, I see her going back to Connecticut. Connecticut, if she's a free agent, if I'm the Chicago Sky, I grab Ty Harris. I would grab Ty Harris. I would grab Ty Harris for the simple fact she knows how to control the pace. But if you watch the Aces, Asia did what she was supposed to do, defend and rebound. She didn't have a great shooting night, but she don't have to. This is the point of a team. Chelsea came down, was going off, playing defense, facilitating, making the passes she needed to make. Then, of course, you had Tiff. Tiff came off the bench and just took it to overdrive. This is why I say I would take Tiff over any role player in the playoffs. Everyone says Mabry was the best pickup. I disagree. Tiffany Mitchell is the best pickup of anybody that came to a team during the season or the off season. Yeah, they play like the Warriors a little bit. I agree. You know what? They don't remind me of the Warriors. You know who they remind me of? They remind me of I'm trying to think. They remind me of they remind me a lot of the Lakers from the 80s. Oh no, KP is a liability if she has to play point. Yeah, she is. That's why I was saying to Bro God, I'm like, dog, I don't want Kelsey on the team, bro. Like, no, I don't want Kelsey Plum. Plum don't play defense, bro. She don't. What's up, Matt Mizzo? At least I respect for you. A lot of content come out and bash Cece because they don't like her for one reason or another. No, Cece's a phenomenal player, dog. I just think she's getting. I just feel some of her fans, they're trying to make her better than what she is. Like, as a rookie, Cece played a great year for a rookie. But she wasn't an MVP in my opinion. But she'll be there though. She'll win multiple MVP awards. Hell, she probably could win 3 of them. Yeah, Ty Harris. No, she ain't like BJ. She better than BJ was. But yeah, that was the games and stuff. Nothing really too much. Like I said, the next game with the Fever and the Sun, I think the first game, the Liberty are gonna sweep the Dream tomorrow. That game's over. The Fever and the Sun. The Fever probably if the Fever get one win, if I'm the Sun, I'm trying to close this out. I do not want to go back to Indiana with that crowd. They need to try to finish it tomorrow, but Ty Harris, her being hurt is going to kind of hurt them. Well, not tomorrow. I think they play Wednesday. So they got to try to finish that. Las Vegas is going to sweep the Storm. The Mercury, if the Lynx don't come out ready to play, the Mercury could beat them. Yeah, Mark Price. Yeah, Ty Harris is more like Mark Price. She's nothing like BJ. Yeah, I would love to grab Diamond Miller. I don't know why. I think she's hurt, but I would grab Diamond Miller. What's up, Autism Boy, man? Salute to you, sir. Salute to you, sir. But yeah, that's basically it. It's not really too much. I just wanted to go over those games real quick with you guys. CC had a bad game yesterday. Okay. Like people got to stop jumping overboard because she had a bad game. Like she's a rookie. Wnba Bonner is a vet who's been in the league for a while. And in Minnesota, Phoenix Mercury is the second team with the most playoff experience, or the third team. They're the third team, excuse me. They're the third team with the most playoff experiences. Connecticut is second in playoff experience. So Fever are going to come out, I believe. They're going to be firing on all cylinders, and the Sun are going to find a way to slow them down, and they'll win that game. And then the Liberty going to sweep, of course. So like I said, the Fever could steal the next game, but they got to come out and hit on all cylinders. They've got to play Nalissa Smith more than 9 minutes. Nalissa Smith is your best rebounder, and she's a big body. She could bang with Alyssa Thomas. She can bang with Brianna Jones. If you're only going to use her for a couple of minutes and then bench her, you're going to get blown out again, because y'all were getting destroyed on the boards. Aaliyah Boston is not really a great rebounder. She's good, but her thing is scoring and defending. She's a great rim protector and defender one-on-one, and she could pass and she can shoot at all three levels. That's the type of player she is. Nalissa Smith is not a great defender. She's okay, but what she does well is get offensive rebounds, and she gets rebounds. You got to use her. If you don't use her, then you're going to get beat. Dantas is a stretch four. She's not really there to get physical and get rebounds. I'm just saying, like, come on. Yeah, they gave him night last night. Where's your wrench at? I'll give it out to you next time, Autism Boy. I kind of take my time before I give people a wrench. That's just me. What's up, Lorenzo? Stevie, do you mean an old Mark Aguirre role player, young scoring champion? I think he means an old Mark Aguirre, B. Will, the guy who became a role player and helped put the Pistons over the top. What's up, Bangs Theory? What's up, Braz? AKA All Nighter, AKA Third Shift. Yeah, man. That's what I do. I'm doing good. I just recapped all the games, man. It was fun watching them last night. I talked about how the Phoenix Mercury just caught fire. Natasha Cloud and Kai and DT just hit 5 threes. Like, that was amazing. And then Minnesota Nafisa Collier just went to work. And then Carlton hit that big clutch 3 to close the game at the end. And then I talked about the Aces being a heart of a champion. Chelsea Gray and Tiffany Hayes just went off. Tiff Hayes went off. They just took the game over, and then they held the Storm to 2 points in the fourth quarter. That's amazing. That's amazing. They held the Storm to 2 points in the fourth quarter. That's crazy. And the Indiana game, Indiana didn't use enough of Nalissa Smith. And plus, they shut CC down. Wnba Bonner and then Carrington shut the guards down and made them frustrated. And then, of course, the Liberty beat we knew the Liberty was going to beat the Dream. That Phoebich went off, so we knew about that. No, she wasn't going to go to Indiana anyway. A fan asked her to come to Indiana, an Indiana Fever fan, and Camilla said there's nothing to do there, so I'm good. I'll stay in Chicago. So that's all she said. It wasn't a big deal. She can't go to Indiana anyway. She's on contract. Bro, I do not want Kelsey Plum, bro. Kelsey Plum is too schizophrenic. I'm good. But if she comes to the team, that's fine. But I don't see Kelsey Plum like y'all do. Kelsey Plum to me gets Kelsey Plum, her talent stands out because she got Asia, Chelsea, and Jackie Young next to her. Oh, AB, that Aces game was awesome, dog. Salute one true. I got 2 words. Point guard. Listen, her mom named the point guard. I'm going to call her the God. Camilla's not going nowhere, B. Will. Camilla, and that's Camilla and Angel's team. Camilla's not going to Indiana, no. Aces versus Lynx finals. That's what I said. That's what I could see Aces versus Lynx. Yep. Point guard. T. Hayes is going to be the reasons why they're going to win it all. I agree, AB. DeMarc Aguirre that came over from Dallas to Detroit, not DeMarc Aguirre in his prime in the early 1980s. Right. Oh, yeah, she did. I don't know why people are trying to get Camilla, but they just doing it because they want to spite Angel, dog. That's all. What's up, DJ Mr. Raj, Anissa Mara, and Tahini Pow to Chicago? I love Anissa Amaro, but Anissa Amaro got to show me she could play on the wing this year. Now, Tahina Pow, that's cool. I like her, but I really want Olivia Miles and Sanaya River. Yeah, she do. I agree on B. Will. I agree to that. I agree to that. Yeah, she's too streaky. I don't want a streaky player. I don't like streaky players. I like a player that I know gonna come in, hit that shot when I need her to hit it, pass it when she need to pass it. What up, Marshall? Salute. Hey, HD, are you related to Carcino because you have the same points he has? No, I'm not. Yeah, that's my brother. That's my boy. We not related, but that's my guy. I came up on his channel, but some of our stuff mix and other stuff don't. But yeah, that's my guy. That's my boy, Sino. Yeah, AKA Magnificent, Carcino, AKA Magnificent. What up, LaShawn Griffin? I think we'll get a playmaker. I think, like I said, we'll see what Olivia Miles do. Hell, Olivia Miles, there could be another point guard out there that does the same thing, if not better. But if Raven Johnson comes out of the draft, man, I might have to go with Raven Johnson. Who I got in tonight's game? Who the hell played tonight? Who played tonight? If he has time, he has a newborn, so I might not be able to get him on here anytime soon, but I'll try to. Okay. I mean, hey, listen, if Anissa could play the 3 on Mr. Raj, I'll take her. Biggie versus Kumo D, who wins and why? Biggie would beat Kumo D because Biggie's bars were a little more constructive and they were more flawless. Kool Moe Dee was good for his era. Biggie could translate to any era with his rhyme patterns. Just like Pac. Pac could translate to any era with his rhyme patterns. Kool Moe Dee was good for the 80s. Not really any other era. Yeah, I agree with that, Brass. Well, I'm hoping we don't need her by then, DJ. Jags versus Bills. I go with the Jags and Bills. Most likely the Bills. Bang Girls and Redskins. Bengals. Bengals will beat the Redskins. Bills will beat the Jags. Yeah, Raven too little, bro. I do too. I mean, you know. I think her shooting gets better this year. I think her shooting gets better this year, Dizza. But like I said, I don't have a problem taking Plum. If Plum decides to come to the team, as long as she knows she got to feed the big women, we all right. I don't have an issue. If Pow Pow come to the team, I have no issue. All I want us to do is everybody need to understand this is Angel and Camilla's team. That's it. That's it. Everybody else need to fall in line. You're saying Biggie and Tupac are transcendent rappers. Yeah, I mean, they're transcendent. Like, if Biggie came to this era, Biggie could switch his flow pattern to this era and he would slice all these MCs up in this era. Pac didn't have to switch up his style or his flow. Pac's energy and his voice was so magnifying that if he was to rap in today's era, the same way he rapped then, it still would translate because of his impact. Plus, he had impact. Everybody wanted to be Pac. Pac had his own style, had the bandana to the head, the thug life. Hell, you had Nas copying him. Nas copied on Pac. You had a lot of rappers copying Pac today. Yes, Big Daddy Kane. Yes, Big Daddy Kane would make it in this era too. I agree, B. Will. Big Daddy Kane could translate to any era, but not Kool Moe Dee. I agree. No, Stevie Johnson is not saying that. I listen to Kool Moe Dee because I grew up listening to Kool Moe Dee. I'm just saying his stuff, his flow wouldn't resonate with a lot of the young kids today. That's all I'm saying. Kool Moe Dee's a legend. He's a legend, bro. Like, I rock with Kool Moe Dee. I'm just saying his flow pattern and his bars, they wouldn't translate to this era as well as Big Daddy Kane, Tupac, or Biggie. It wouldn't work. Nah, bro, I don't want Plum on my baby team. Seriously, I was scared of Raven shot too, but her playmaking and defense make her very, very valuable. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Better yet, Rakim. Oh, Rakim, the Godfather. Yeah, the God, Rakim. We might cause, even if we have a point guard with Papa, Olivia, or Allen. Allen contract expires in 2026, so we can add another point guard. Yeah, but we'll be successful by then, Mr. Raj. Will we be in position to get Raven at that time? Because let's say if Raven balls out this year and they win, and she comes out in the following year, would we be in position to get her? I agree, AB. She would be. What about Nas and LL Cool J? Yeah, LL Cool J is the greatest of all time. Like he said, he's the GOAT. LL said it. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Nas is he's the voice. You had Guru from Gangstar, and then you had Nas. Nas is the godson. The God is Rakim. Nas is the Nas is the extension of Rakim. Nas is a GOAT as well. He's the greatest of all time as well. Nas is translated to any era. LL Cool J dropped 20 albums, and every era LL Cool J stayed relevant. And he just dropped the album now and it's hidden. They both are like legends, dog. I love his music too. Is she still hurt? Yeah, a little bit. A little dinged up, but Natasha Cloud balled out, and so did DT. You're right. I agree, B. Will. He is. Rakim is a bruh. Okay. Well, if we could get Raven Johnson, I'll take her, Mr. Rods. Listen, I want as many people as we can get. But I would rather have our team mostly get 3-and-D players. Once Mo Jefferson is gone and Lindsay is gone, then I would bring her on. But I want more 3-and-D players. Like I want a Sanaya Rivers and I want a Olivia and I want to go get another I want to get a real 3-and-D player like a Satu. And I think we'll be straight. Oh, appreciate it, Autism Boy. Oh, no doubt. Thank you. I appreciate you for supporting. People slept on Inspector Deck. Bro, Inspector Deck is my favorite dude, Brass. Look, I know. Did you hear that album he put out? I think he put it out a couple years ago. Dog, Inspector Deck, dog. Listen, he didn't curse really. Inspector Deck really didn't curse. Like everybody sleep on him. I be telling people like, because everybody either say Method Man or they say the Genius. And I'd be like, nigga, Inspector Deck, y'all forgot about Deck? They be talking about Raekwon and Ghost. They just forget about him. Inspector Deck would get with all of them. Who I think was a better team, the 60 Packers or 70 Steelers? I mean, I don't know. The way excuse me. I would say the Steelers because the Steelers defense was transcended. You could translate the Steelers team to any era. Could you really do that with the 60s Packers? I don't know, but I liked the 70 Steelers, but the 60 Packers, they're up there. They're good. But the way they played the game then was different. They didn't really throw the ball in that era. Bart Starr only threw a few passes. He mainly was handing the ball off to Horning and the other guy. I can't think of the other guy name. Yeah, I got all his joints. Yeah, man, Inspector Deck of beast. Rap battle, Shaq versus John Cena. Who wins? I would go with Shaq, and the reason why is Shaq has a lot of energy, and Shaq can switch his flow better than John Cena. He said you don't know nothing about the 60 Packers. The 60 Packers were good. It's just that style of football, I don't know if it could translate to any era. It would be very hard. But honestly, you know what? I take that back, B. Will, and who asked the question? Damn, who asked the question about it? Oh yeah, Biz Boy Chaos. Yeah. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, I would change that because if you put them in this era, right? If you put them in this era, they would be getting like 200 to 300 yards damn near because they got them big guys up front and they would just be pounding you all game. Guys today just don't like the physicality no more. They're physical, but they're not physical like then. So they could run the ball, and Bart Starr could get you a couple completions, but it'll be hard because these guys today run 4.4s or 4.3s. Like the guys in the NFL, it would be hard for Bart Starr and them to play today because these guys are fast. They're more sophisticated, and that style of football was great for that time. But I don't know. I don't think they could. It depends. But I don't know. I don't think that team would translate. I think the Steelers would translate. The 70 Steelers, I think they would translate. I don't know if the Packers would. Yeah, they do, Brass. That's why I said I think the Steelers, the 70 Steelers would dominate in any era. Got you. In basketball, I agree, Stevie. They put out a story claiming them the best team ever. So I agree. Yeah. Yes, he did, Andre. Spec the Deck is vicious. Nobody talks about him, dog. Yes, sir. Oh, of course, Jim Brown to translate. That's probably the greatest running back or football player ever, dog. I got Lawrence Taylor as my favorite football player ever. But you could put Jim Brown up there as well. They do got 12 Hall of Famers. Was Herb Adderley on that team, Abyss? Or was he on the late? Was Herb Adderley a part of those 60 Packers? Because I remember he played for the Cowboys. Might have to be careful with Olivia and Satu, possibly injured prone. Well, Satu only got hurt one time, Mr. Raj, and I think Olivia got hurt one time. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, he was on the 60. Yeah. Herb Adderley was my guy. I liked it, Herb. Tony Dungy's my favorite coach of all time. What he did to Tampa Bay, I don't think a lot of coaches could have done what Tony Dungy did. That Tampa Bay, we were a laughing stock. We had bags over our head, and Tony Dungy brought us the blueprint. He took the Steelers defense and he enhanced it. That's how we got the cover two, the Tampa two. Yeah, Adderley was nice. So yeah, I think the Packers would ball out. The 60s Packers would be both teams would be great, but I would give the edge to the 70s pack for this. I would give the edge to the 70s Steelers because I think the 70s Steelers had a better D line than the Packers. The Packers had a great back end, but the 70s Steelers had a back end, the linebackers, and the D line. The Packers had great linebackers. Their D line was cool. Their secondary was good, their corners, but I think the Steelers were slightly better. But I still think, Bart Starr or Terry Bradshaw, I like the Bart Starr more than Terry Bradshaw, but you could throw that up in the air, who you would pick. Yeah, Walter Payton, that guy. Steelers front seven was probably better. I would agree. They probably were better. They probably were better. They probably were. Yeah, I got Bart Starr over Bradshaw. I agree. I wasn't a fan of Bradshaw. Yeah, Tony Dungy and Mark Jackson, but Tony Dungy was different. Tony Dungy actually built the Buccaneers. He made the Buccaneers the Buccaneers. Like Mark Jackson, he groomed that team because they built the team. They just gave him the job and he groomed that team. But Tony Dungy built the Tampa Bay team from scratch. Like he built that team from scratch. Jim Taylor, Franco Harris. I'll take Jim Taylor. I wasn't a fan of Franco Harris. Franco Harris was good, But I'll take Jim Taylor and Pat Horning over Franco Harris. That's just me. Tampa Bay Super Bowl team with Coach Dungy players on defense versus Ravens, Ray Lewis and Peter Bower defense. Who you got? I got Ray Lewis in the Ravens defense, and this is because the Ravens defense can play the 4-3 and the 34 and the 52. They can play physical and they can play fast. Our defense was just built on speed. If we would have gone against like a sledgehammer team who likes to run the ball, we would get destroyed. Because if you remember that year, Brass, the Saints beat us twice that year. And why did they beat us that year? Because Pierre Thomas and I believe it was McAllister at the time ran all over us. They ran all over us. The Baltimore Ravens, you couldn't run or pass on them. You couldn't pass on us, but you could definitely run on us. So I would go with Ray Lewis and Peter Bower for the Ravens. Yeah, Frank will like to run out of bounds. I agree. Starworth and Lynn Swan, hey, man, clutch guys. Every time it was a big game, they stepped up. Yeah, they do, Abyss. Packers 60's got a better O-line. I agree. Mean Joe Green Coke commercials. Part of my child. Hey, I love that commercial. I looked at it on the playback the other day, B. Will. I was over here rolling laughing. Oh, I love Lynn Swan. Lynn Swan was that guy. Yeah, Starworth was tougher than Swan. Swan was more of a finesse receiver. Starworth was the gritty, go after you and boom, get that touchdown. What's up, Phil G? You should have came in here yesterday. I agree. I asked you thinking you would go fanboy and say the Bucks. No, I'm not a fanboy, Brass. Ray Lewis is my favorite linebacker of all time. I love the Bucks defense, but our problem was we weren't that good at stopping a run heavy team. Because the Saints whooped our ass twice that year, if you remember. The Ravens defense could play the run, pass, they can go physical, and they could go finesse. That was just a complete defense. I haven't seen a complete defense like that since the 85 Bears. Okay. Well, Stevie, I mean, it depends on what you want for your team. CC is a great fit for what Indiana wants to do. Angel is a great fit for what Chicago wants to do. In my opinion, I would choose Angel because Angel can guard all 5 positions. She could give you 15 to 20 rebounds, and she could give you about 13 to 15 points a game. And if she cleans up her technique around the basket and she continues working on that jumper, she could give you about 25 plus 15 boards a game, bro. I'm taking Angel because if Angel's shot's not working, she's shooting 25%. She's still giving you defense. She's taking out the best player on the other team, and she's rebounding. If Chicago played the Connecticut Sun with a healthy Angel Reese, a healthy E. Will, a healthy Diamond DeShields, they wouldn't have got blown out by 30. They would have beat that team. Think Ravens 06? No. Ravens 2000 was way better than 06. Yeah, exactly. They went against Ken Stabler, John Madden and them. You had the no-name defense from the Dolphins, and then you had the Doomsday defense. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, gotta represent, dog. Pompano Beach. Pompano Beach in the house. He said, I'm just messing. Nah, you cool, Brass. You cool, bro. I know you was, because you was expecting me to say the 03. But you know what, Brass? Every Tampa Bay fan gets mad at me when I pick the Ravens defense, and I tell them every time, the Ravens were just too raw on defense. They had no weaknesses, bro. I would too. Mike Lombardi, yeah, I would take Lombardi over Noel as well. Yeah, you talking about the Denver defense? Yeah, they won that Super Bowl. Everybody knows that, Lando. Yep, facts. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Raj. It's like I look at a player, if they're not scoring, what else they can do? When CC's not scoring, she can't play defense. She'll pass the ball, but her passes are mainly in transition and sometimes in the pick and roll. She's not a complete passer. And you could stop her from passing the ball like that. Probably because you had all them beasts on the team. But yeah, guys, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm about to watch these games and stuff. I'm gonna holler at you guys later, man. Thank y'all for coming by and supporting the page, man. Donate. You know, you guys can like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. If you guys love what you hear, you know, you can super chat, or you could go to my Cash App, or you can go to my Zelle. Shout out to Carsino for Life. Shout out to Showtime. Shout out to Says Talk Sports. Shout out to Quita Love Sports. Shout out to I Am Zoe Media, my boy Prince. Shout out to Simply Ball Dropping, Cashapp. Shout out to MDT Sports, who did it this time. Kingdom Cast with C Pen in them cheeks. Shoot. Shout out to Bear Theater. Shout out to One True Emperor. Shout out to Leaf Diggy and the Mac Mizzle Show. Carsino, I think I said Carsino already, but again, shout out to him. That's about it. But thank you guys for coming by, man. Y'all guys be safe. I'm out. Deezy.